Welcome to Lifestyles with Terry Lynn. Today I'm going to make a full recipe carrot cake with frosting, but only half the frosting. And that's going to be with cream cheese frosting, of course. And right behind me is the table I'm going to be working on, and I'm going to show close-ups of this. And this is from a recipe. My mom had a cookbook, Home and Gardens cookbook from the 1980s. And the cookbook got dismantled, but I still have the recipe right here. So I'm going to start. Let's get started. What do you say? Okay, I prepped and measured ahead on my largest ingredients. Flour, that's 2 cups of flour. Walnuts, I crushed the walnuts on a board. That's a cup and a half. I shredded carrots. In fact, I shredded those a couple days ago. Sugar, that's 2 cups of sugar. 4 eggs, I went ahead and beat the eggs up, and crushed pineapple. That's a small can, around 4 ounces. I didn't use a small can. I put 1/4 of a can of pineapple chunks in a little mixer or a little food processor. And that's how I got the crushed pineapple. Okay, let's begin combining these ingredients together, and then we'll measure out our other ingredients. The one spice we're using is cinnamon. And of course, we're going to have a little salt. And with the flour, we're going to have baking powder and baking soda. Okay, the recipe says to sift the flour. So I'm going to begin sifting the flour in this large bowl. Just pour your flour in the sifter and start sifting away. This will make it lighter and fluffier. By the way, this is for my husband's birthday. It's coming up very, very soon. He doesn't like very much frosting, and he prefers I just leave it in the pan, which is good. I don't have to do 2 layers or anything like that. And I like the moistness of a glass pan for a cake, especially for carrot cake. It's very heavy. Very heavy, but very healthy. Okay, 2 teaspoons of baking powder, a spoonful, a teaspoon and a half of baking soda, and a teaspoon of salt. And stir it with the sifted flour. You can sift it along with the flour. That's what it actually said. But I'm just going to mix it up real good. It will be fine. Okay, 2 teaspoons of cinnamon. There we go. Then I'm going to add the other ingredients. You can mix it in a separate bowl, but from my experience, it will be fine. I've made this a lot in my life. Been making it since the mid-80s. Okay. Let's go ahead and add the 4 eggs that are beaten, the carrots, oh yeah, and the sugar. You just mix it all up in this big bowl. You mix it very well, of course. You can add your nuts last. Just mix it up real good like this. I'm going to continue mixing, and I'll be right back. Okay. Put your chopped nuts in the bowl and stir some more. Now I moved everything to the stove, and the oven is preheated at 350. Just make sure you get all the flour mixed in. See at the bottom here, I've got a C2 bowl, which is great. Really mix that in. Get everything mixed together very, very well. And put some elbow grease into it. There we go. Ah, boy, I still got some mixing to do. Now, normally I would make just half a recipe because there's only 2 of us, but we love this carrot cake so much. We want to freeze some of it for Thanksgiving and Christmas holidays, in case anyone stops by family-wise, or if we have a party. we'll have extra pieces of cake that we can put out that are already have frosting, a light frosting. Okay. Okay, time to pour the batter, the cake batter, into the pan that's already been sprayed. Okay, cooking spray. Get all that goodness into the pan. Don't want to waste any of it. And please don't be tempted to lick this. This is raw eggs. I have to admit, I do get into some cookie dough sometimes. All right, got to be careful with that though. Right. Okay, I put the cake in the oven and it needs to bake for 1 hour approximately. I'll check it after about 50 minutes or so. Okay, now we're going to make the frosting while the cake is baking in the oven. All right, we have a half a stick of margarine or butter. We have a cup or 8 ounces of cream cheese. Combine that in with the butter. And this can be room temperature or slightly warm. I did microwave the margarine for 10 seconds. The cream cheese, I'm working directly on the oven, so the heat will warm up the cream cheese a little bit here. Just mix them together like this. And add your sugar, which is half a cup. And just start mixing like you do anything else that you're baking. This is the cream cheese frosting. I got this recipe from Sugar Geek Recipes. And I'm making half a recipe. We're going to spread this thin. Usually I don't put frosting on my Swiss carrot cake. Usually I do powdered sugar. Just a sprinkle of powdered sugar. So this is going to be a very light frosting. My husband does not like too much frosting. Even on his favorite cake, which is what I usually make him, is German chocolate cake. And there's like, oh, it's delicious, the coconut frosting. And he does not like too much frosting. So I always go light on the frosting when I make that cake. Okay, then this is half a recipe. I'm going to submit the recipe for you. And it's Sugar Geek Recipes. So I'll just do half a teaspoon of vanilla. Stir that up. There's one more ingredient. Fourth, a teaspoon of salt. Just mix that together. You can put it in a larger bowl and use a mixer if you like. I choose not to do that, and I've never done it, so I have. It's just a lot of trouble. I just like mixing things. I enjoy the exercise I get from it, I guess. Here's what it's looking like. I'm just going to continue to stir that really well. I like to keep things simple, you know, not complicated with too many appliances. We got a while to go yet for that cake. I'm real excited. When we frost it, we're also going to put a topping of shredded carrots, a little bit of crushed walnuts, and pineapple. I'm going to like mince it, like cut it real fine. I'm going to dry the pineapple. You know, it's in the liquid because it's from a can. And I'm going to decorate the cake with the same items that we put in the cake. We're going to decorate the cake with carrots, pineapple, and walnuts. Okay, I'll see you after a while. Now I'm doing our toppings to decorate our cake with. Very healthy toppings. We already have I did some extra shredded carrot that's already on the plate. I have this pineapple that I'm squeezing the liquid out of. Let's see here. I just with paper towels. There we go. And I'm going to cut this into little pieces. Like this. Okay, I put the pineapple on the plate along with the shredded carrot. Just going to add some shelled nuts. I'm going to leave them this way. I'm not going to chop them or crush them. We're going to decorate our cake after we frost it with these items right here, very healthy toppings. And it's the integrity of the cake, because that's the main ingredients that are in the cake that offer quite a bit of healthy benefits. Okay, I took the cake out of the oven. We're going to do the toothpick test, and it is done. Yay! We're going to let this baby cool, then we're going to frost it and decorate it. It's huge looking. It's in a 9 by 13 glass cake pan. Okay, the cake is cooled enough to frost. Let's start frosting it. I'm just going to pour it on there. It's a lot. And this is only half of a frosting recipe. So when you do the layers, you end up using too much frosting, and that's not really that healthy to use so much frosting. Okay, it will harden as it sits, and I will be refrigerating this also. Okay. I'm just going to pour it all on there. Why not? And then we're going to decorate after we finish frosting here. That's, to me, this is a good benefit of it being directly in the pan. Yeah. It catches all the frosting. So you're not dripping it onto the counter or the sides of the cake or anything like that. So we just prefer to do our cakes this way. Just leave them directly in the glass pan. Okay, I have some more here. Like I said, we usually don't frost. So this is something special for my hubby's birthday. And he knows I'm all about healthy. So that's why instead of doing the lettering with that sugary frosting tubing or whatever they call that stuff, which I am guilty because I do like that on cookies. Okay. I'm just going to decorate this with carrots, just a mixture, however you want to do it. Just have fun with it. A few nuts here and there, and pineapples. Okay. I'm going to finish decorating this, and I'll be right back. Okay, the cake is fully decorated, very fall-like, and you can go as heavy or light as you like with the toppings. Here's a final look at the finished product. My husband will love this. We'll probably eat a piece or two today to celebrate his birthday, and then I'll refrigerate the rest and may even cut and freeze some for future use during the holidays. Okay, I'm going to say goodbye for now. Thanks for watching. Keep coming back. Please like, subscribe, and share. God bless each and every one of you. I'll see you on the next one. Good Lord willing.